Hello, dear learners. Welcome back to our channel where learning English becomes an unforgettable adventure. Today, we bring you the inspiring story of a young girl named Emily Thompson, whose journey to mastering English is truly extraordinary. So, get ready to immerse yourself in this inspiring journey that will not only help you improve your English, but also ignite your passion for learning. Let's begin this incredible story. Once upon a time, in the quaint town of Wetherby, nestled in the rolling green hills of Yorkshire, lived a young girl named Emily Thompson. Emily was a bright and ambitious student with dreams of exploring the world. But there was one thing holding her back: her English skills. Though she could converse fluently, Emily often struggled with complex vocabulary, grammatical nuances, and the confidence to express herself eloquently. Emily's journey to improve her English began when her teacher, Mrs. Margaret Jenkins, handed out an unusual assignment. "This week," she said, "you are to write a diary entry every day using at least 5 new words you learned. I want you to immerse yourself in the richness of the English language." Emily took the task seriously. She borrowed an old dictionary from the town library, run by Mr. Arthur Whitmore, a retired professor with a penchant for storytelling. "Emily," he said, handing her the book, "language is not just about words. It's about culture, emotion, and connection. Read widely and let the words find you." The first week was tough. Emily spent hours flipping through the dictionary, jotting down words like abolish, serendipity, and persnickety. She used them in sentences, sometimes clumsily, but she persevered. Her elder brother George, who worked as a journalist for a local newspaper, offered to help. "Write to me, Emily," he suggested. "Pretend you're writing letters. I'll correct them and send them back with feedback." In those letters, Emily wrote about her day, her dreams, and even her frustrations. George's constructive criticism helped her understand the nuances of tone, style, and clarity. Slowly but surely, her writing improved. One day, as Emily was wandering through the marketplace, she met an elderly gentleman named Sir Henry Lancaster. Sir Henry was a retired diplomat who had traveled extensively and was known for his impeccable command of the English language. Intrigued by Emily's determination, he offered to mastering English, he said, lies in 3 things: reading, listening, and speaking. Let's start with reading. Sir Henry handed Emily a copy of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. "Read aloud," he instructed. "Feel the rhythm of the sentences. the music in the words. Emily began reading a chapter every evening, often stumbling over unfamiliar phrases, but gradually becoming more fluent. To practice listening, Sir Henry introduced Emily to BBC Radio 4 and podcasts like The English We Speak. Listen to how native speakers converse, he advised. Pay attention to their intonation, their choice of words, and how they weave stories. Emily's mornings were now spent listening to radio dramas, her evenings immersed in books, and her nights writing diary entries. But Sir Henry had one more challenge for her. Join the Weatherby Debating Society, he suggested. There's no better way to build confidence than by speaking in front of an audience. The thought of public speaking terrified Emily, but she knew it was a necessary step. Her first debate, on the topic, "Should technology replace traditional education?" was nerve-wracking. She stumbled through her points, her cheeks flushed with embarrassment. But the kind applause from the audience, including Sir Henry and Mrs. Jenkins, encouraged her to try again. Over the next few months, Emily became a regular participant at the debating society. She learned to structure her arguments, use persuasive language, and speak with clarity. She even made friends with other members, like Charlotte Baker, a budding lawyer, and Thomas Ellington, a history enthusiast. Emily had long wished to see her writing perfected at the debating society. One summer afternoon, Emily decided to take her English practice to the next level. She started a book club in Weatherby, inviting friends and neighbors to join. They read classics like Great Expectations by Charles Dickens and contemporary works like The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. Each meeting ended with a discussion where Emily's confidence in speaking and explaining her thoughts blossomed. By now, Emily had developed a love for writing stories. She entered a short story competition organized by the Yorkshire Literary Society. Her story, titled The Whispering Willows, was inspired by her own journey of self-improvement and the support she had received from her community. To her astonishment, she won first prize. The judges praised her vivid descriptions, engaging narrative, and the depth of her vocabulary. The award ceremony was a pivotal moment for Emily. Standing on stage, receiving her certificate, she realized how far she had come. Her once shaky English was now a tool she wielded with skill and confidence. The journey had not only improved her language skills, but also transformed her perspective on learning. She understood that mastering a language wasn't about perfection, but about persistence, practice, and passion. When Emily returned home that evening, Sir Henry congratulated her with a warm smile "Remember, Emily," he said, "learning never stops. Even the finest writers and speakers continue to grow. Keep challenging yourself." Years later, Emily became a travel writer, exploring the world and sharing her experiences through eloquent prose. Her journey from a timid girl in Weatherby to a confident writer was a testament to the power of dedication, community support, and a love for the English language.